Hi everybody, Susie Fido here from Marketing with Ethics, and in this week's Marketing Munch we're going to talk about the power of Twitter lists and how you can use them to build relationships with potential clients and to find other new prospects also. So in order to do this, let's go over to our Twitter page. So here we are on Marketing with Ethics Twitter page, and as you can see on here, I already have 30 lists. Now some people may say, why would you create a list? The advantage of lists is being able to segment people who you are following into different categories. And the perfect example of this are people who you may want to work with so that you can see their content that they're posting on Twitter. Let me show you what I mean. If I click on the list that I've got here, you can see the different list names that I've got. And with my profile image there, it shows that I'm the owner of this list. As I scroll down, you will see other lists that are owned by other people, and I'll also show you how to subscribe to those too. But first of all, let me show you one of the advantages. So for example, I've created a list here today called Great People to Support, and if I click on this list, the only tweets you're seeing are from the people who are on the list. This can really save time when you're wanting to spend the time building that know, like and trust factor and sharing their content and commenting on it, because you're not having to sort through all the other thousands of posts that are being tweeted. How do you do this? Very simple really. If you've already got people that you're following and you want to add them to the list, you simply go back into your profile. Click on people you are following, not the followers. And that will bring up their bios. On the right hand side of the following, you'll see 3 small dots, and you simply click on there and then add or remove from lists. And you can see a long list here, and then you simply add them to the list that you want. So with Renewable UK, I'm going to select environmentally focused, and then simply click on the cross, and they have now been added to that list. And you can add people to more than one list, and then simply work through all of the people you're following and add them to various lists. One thing I do have to warn you, however, is when you add someone to the list, they will see that they've been added and the list name. So for example, if you are looking to create a list of potential clients, I wouldn't advise calling the list potential clients. As you can see from ours, we actually called them Great People to Support. If you're not already following these people, you can simply search for them at the top here. So for example, I have a new business I would like to follow because I would love to work with them. That's MCM Architecture. So click on them, follow them, and then add them to the list. So as soon as you follow them, you can add them at that time. And it's as simple as that. If you haven't started creating any lists yet, or somebody you want to add needs to be on a new list, that's very simple also. So for example, Cheryl Andrews is a business coach, and I want to create a new list called Business Coaches. So again, simply click on the 3 dots, add or remove from lists, and then create a new list at the bottom by clicking Create a List. Give the list a name. And it does default the privacy to public, and I recommend leaving it on public. Again, remember, whoever you add to this list will see they've been added and the name. And then simply click on Save List. Once you've done that, you then need to click on the list that you've just created to add them to it. You can see here that Cheryl is now on 2 lists. One other thing to point out at this stage is if you have a private list, you will see a small padlock to the right of the list name, and this means that these lists are not available for others to view. And that's it. That's how you create a new list. Lists are also a great way to find other potential clients that you may not have been aware of. So let's say I want to look for other potential clients similar to Tesla. So if I go into Tesla, I can then see they've got 2 lists. I can click on their lists. And as you can see, they've got a list called Influencers and EV News. Now this could be people in here that could be potential clients for us because they work along the same ethics as Tesla. So I can literally go into that list. Again, it automatically defaults to the tweets, but I can click on list members. I can see who these members are and follow those individually, or I can actually subscribe to the list. So you simply click on subscribe. Now if I go back to our profile, you'll see that I've now got 32 lists. And the Tesla influencers list is now down here. So at any time I can click on there and see just the post that those people have put in, and therefore comment or retweet their post and start building relationships with those also. So as you can see, Twitter lists can really help you to drill down and see just the tweets from those people you want. It's also another great way to find some curated content to use on your social media platforms. For example, we have several clients in different industries, and we can pick out and create segmented lists of people within those industries to find good articles that they're sharing that we could potentially share also on both Twitter and on Facebook. So have a go. Go and take a look at the people that you're following and see what lists you could segment them down to. So that's Susie Fido from Marketing with Ethics, ending this week's Marketing Munch on the power of Twitter lists, and I'll speak to you next week.